strong legs, clear mind. The senior plate. No one talks about. Have you ever trusted the food on your plate only to feel weaker the older you get? What if I told you that some of the vegetables we grew up believing were safe may actually steal your balance, drain your energy, and quietly make your mornings harder after 60? For decades, we were taught that all vegetables are equal, but science and lived experience now reveal a different truth. Some vegetables become powerful allies in later years, protecting your joints, sharpening your memory, and giving your legs strength to keep moving freely. Yet others look harmless, colorful, and fresh, but inside they hide compounds that stir inflammation and weaken the very muscles and bones that carry you each day. Imagine walking with confidence, climbing stairs without fear, or playing with grandchildren without fatigue. Now imagine the opposite: slower steps, foggy thinking, and painful knees from foods you thought were helping. In this video, we will uncover 6 everyday vegetables, 3 quiet protectors you should welcome often, and 3 surprising choices you may need to pause or swap for better health. By the end, you will know which allies to keep close, which ones to approach carefully, and how a single plate can decide whether tomorrow feels light or heavy. Stay with me to the very end, because the last vegetable we reveal may be sitting in your kitchen right now, and could determine whether your golden years are full of freedom or frustration. So if you care about strong legs, clear mind, and steady heart, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and let us begin this journey together. Before we uncover the good and the risky vegetables, we need to understand one simple truth. Food feels different after 60. The same meals that once gave energy in your 40s may now leave you tired, heavy, or unsteady. This shift is not weakness. It is the natural chemistry of aging bodies. As we grow older, our metabolism slows, muscles lose some strength, and joints become more sensitive to inflammation. Blood vessels stiffen slightly, circulation is not as smooth, and digestion sometimes struggles to absorb nutrients as fully as before. That means every bite matters more, because what once felt neutral can now tilt the scale toward vitality or fatigue. Think of food as friends at your own table. Some bring comfort, energy, and stability. They calm inflammation, fuel your muscles, and help blood flow so your steps stay steady. Others seem harmless but act like guests who create quiet trouble, leaving your knees stiffer, your legs heavier, and your mind less sharp. This is why choosing allies is so important after 60. The goal is not perfection or fear, but awareness. Small daily choices make the difference between fragile mornings and confident movement. Now that we see why food affects us differently with age, let us meet the first green ally, a small vegetable often ignored in childhood. But in later years, it stands like a bodyguard for bones, heart, and brain. Yes, we begin with broccoli. Broccoli, the green bodyguard. Broccoli may look simple, but inside those green florets lives a shield for aging bodies. It carries sulforaphane, a natural compound that calms inflammation, protects blood vessels, and supports bone health. For seniors, this means stronger legs, steadier balance, and less pain climbing stairs. I remember a woman in her 70s who added just 1 cup of steamed broccoli to lunch each day. Months later, her knee pain eased, and her doctor noted improved circulation. No expensive pills, just a steady green ally on her plate. But broccoli does not fight alone. Another leafy friend quietly strengthens both brain and circulation. Spinach awaits too. Spinach. The brain and blood flow. Booster spinach may seem ordinary, yet it is packed with natural nitrates that expand blood vessels and improve circulation. For seniors, this means warmer feet, fewer dizzy spells, and more energy during walks. It is also rich in lutein and folate nutrients that guard memory and keep thinking sharp. Imagine enjoying moments with grandchildren and still recalling every detail of stories you share. One man in his 60s blended spinach into his morning smoothie and soon noticed less dizziness when standing and a clearer head throughout the day. After leafy greens, let us add color and crunch a root that brightens both eyesight and nerve strength. Carrots step in 3. Carrots. The vision and nerve protector. Carrots bring more than crunch. They carry beta-carotene that the body turns into vitamin A. This nourishes nerves and vision, helping seniors maintain sharp eyesight and strong nerve signals from brain to feet. A 74-year-old woman once shared her fear of falling after nearly missing a curb. Adding carrots daily gave her sharper vision and steadier steps. A handful grated into salads or blended into soups makes a real difference over time. But health is not only about eyes and nerves. Sometimes we need natural sweetness that soothes joints and calms inflammation. Let us welcome sweet potatoes for sweet potatoes, the gentle energy source. Sweet potatoes are rich in antioxidants and fiber, providing steady energy instead of sharp sugar spikes. They are kinder to circulation and protect small blood vessels that feed the legs and feet. Their deep orange color signals beta-carotene and vitamin C, both essential for immune strength and skin health. Replacing white potatoes with sweet potatoes often brings lighter legs and calmer digestion. And finally, let us add a bright, fresh ally, one that not only flavors food, but also boosts immunity and collagen. Red bell peppers arrive with color and care. 5. Red bell peppers. The colorful defender. Red bell peppers are rich in vitamin C and antioxidants. They support collagen for strong joints and protect brain cells from oxidative stress. Unlike green peppers, they are gentler on digestion and carry fewer compounds that irritate sensitive bodies. Whether roasted in olive oil or sliced fresh into salads, red bell peppers add both flavor and protection. A daily handful is enough to brighten your plate and your health. Now that we know the allies standing by our side, it is time to face the harder truth. Some vegetables once trusted may quietly chip away at strength and balance after 60. Let us look at 3 to rethink. 1. Eggplant. The hidden agitator. Eggplant looks glossy purple and inviting roasted with olive oil or baked in casseroles. But for some seniors, it hides solanine, a compound that may stir mild inflammation in joints and muscles. Over weeks, this can add stiffness to knees or ankles. I recall a gardener in his 70s who loved grilling eggplant daily. He began noticing morning stiffness and heavier legs. When he paused eggplant for a few weeks, his steps felt lighter and his ankles less swollen. Not every person reacts this way, but for sensitive bodies, it is worth a trial break. Eggplant is not alone. Another bright vegetable may look fresh, but can quietly irritate digestion and joints. Green bell peppers demand a closer look. 2. Green bell peppers, the quiet irritant. Crisp, colorful, and popular in salads. Green bell peppers seem like perfect health food, yet they belong to the nightshade family and contain lectins proteins that may bother sensitive digestion and reduce nutrient absorption over time. One woman in her 60s enjoyed them almost daily, but began feeling tingling in her feet and slight imbalance when walking. After swapping green peppers for red or yellow varieties, she noticed stronger steps and better comfort within a month. The message is not fear, but awareness. If you love peppers, choose ripe colors for more antioxidants and fewer irritants. Still, one more common comfort food deserves reflection. It is tied to family memories, yet may burden blood sugar and circulation as we age. White potatoes step forward 3. White potatoes. The comfort with a cost mashed, roasted or fried white potatoes taste like home. But their simple starch breaks down quickly into sugar, spiking blood glucose and stressing delicate vessels in legs and feet. One man in his 70s ate baked potatoes almost nightly. He began noticing leg cramps and slower recovery after walks. Replacing half his servings with sweet potatoes or cauliflower mash lightened his legs and steadied his energy. White potatoes also add less antioxidant protection compared to colorful roots, meaning less defense against the oxidative stress of aging. That does not mean never eat them, but treat them as occasional comfort, not daily staple. The point is not to fear food, but to notice your body's signals. Try a 2-week pause test. Remove one of these vegetables and see if joints feel lighter or mornings steadier. If nothing changes, you can reintroduce carefully. If you feel better, you have learned a quiet truth about your body. Now that we know both the allies and the foods, to pause, the question is how to put this knowledge into daily practice. Let us create a simple 2-week plate plan for steady legs and clear energy. Think of your meals as quiet training for your legs and mind, not just fuel for the day. A 14-day plate plan can turn knowledge into rhythm. Picture your plate divided into 3 parts. Half filled with leafy or colorful vegetables like broccoli, spinach, carrots, or red peppers. 1/4 with gentle energy sources like sweet potatoes or whole grains, and 1/4 with protein of your choice. Breakfast might be a spinach and berry smoothie. Lunch could be steamed broccoli with fish and quinoa. Dinner might bring roasted sweet potato with lean protein and carrots. Small swaps like red peppers instead of green or cauliflower mash instead of white potatoes. Keep the plate both safe and satisfying. Snacks matter too, a handful of nuts, a piece of fruit or carrot sticks dipped in hummus are steady choices that avoid sugar crashes. And remember, frozen vegetables are fine, seasonal produce is ideal, budget options are welcome. The key is not perfection, but consistency. A clinician I spoke with calls this the steady legs plate, because over time it supports circulation, strengthens bones, and calms nerves. The benefit is not only in numbers on a chart, it is in the confidence you feel when walking across a room or standing from a chair without hesitation. But plans and plates come alive only when we see them lived by real people. Let us listen to 2 quiet victories from seniors who made small changes and found big relief. Meet Helen, a 72-year-old grandmother from Ohio. For years, her mornings felt heavy, knees stiff, and energy fading. Her doctor suggested more medication, but Helen decided to try one gentle change. She added a small bowl of steamed broccoli with lunch each day. Within weeks, her steps felt lighter, and within months, she could climb stairs with more ease and less pain. Then there is Robert, a 68-year-old retired pilot. His struggle was not only numbers on a chart, but restless nights and shaky mornings. On his daughter's suggestion, he replaced nightly white potatoes with roasted sweet potatoes and chamomile tea. To his surprise, sleep deepened, morning fog lifted, and balance returned gradually. These are not miracles. They are quiet victories built from small, repeated choices. Helen and Robert remind us that change is possible without struggle, and that every plate can hold a little more strength, a little more stability, and a little more hope. And now, dear friend, it is time for the gentle promise. A closing reminder that your health and your independence are not gone. They are still in your hands. These foods are not magic spells. They will not erase every ache overnight. But with steady choices day after day, they create changes so gentle you may not notice. Until one morning you rise and realize your steps feel stronger. Your mind feels clearer, and your heart feels lighter. That is the gentle promise. Not perfection, but progress. Not fear of aging, but confidence in your rhythm of care. You do not need to eat every superfood. You only need to find the allies that fit your life and repeat them with kindness. If Helen and Robert could rediscover steady mornings through small swaps, so can you. And when you do, your story may become the light for someone else, beginning this path. So tonight, I invite you not only to watch, but to share in the comments which change you will try first. Subscribe so the next gentle guide finds you, and pass this video to a friend or family member who deserves hope and strength too. Your health is not lost. It is alive in your choices, one plate, one step, one day at a time.